everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Comic Channel Origins. My name is Bryant, and this is on the I Have Comic Issues YouTube channel. And today, my guest is the OTAKU Mike. Let me bring him in here real quick. Hey, Mike, how are you doing today?
Hey, I've made it. I'm officially YouTube famous right now.
Well, you might be, after this, you might be YouTube infamous instead of famous.
Oh,
but we'll see.
I've been that before. I feel like sometimes.
All right.
But yeah.
But
thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Should be a fun episode.
I think so.
Got see something from. I see. I got a window over here, and it shows that Heroes for Hire has said Black Order Comic Club represents. But
yeah, Black Comic Club represent, yo.
All right.
Don't throw up the gang signs. No gang signs.
Okay. So, before we get started, what exactly is the Black Order Comic Club?
So, I'm not officially a full member of Black Order Comic Club yet. Like a trainee or something, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. I don't know what the word is for it off the top of my head. But the Black Order Comic Club is like a group of guys who... A pledge, thank you. I don't know why I thought trainee for some reason. A pledge. And there's just a group of guys who love comics and just get together and talk comics. I know they've done things with like charity and stuff like that. It's just a collective of guys who kind of, I guess, come together because of their love of comic books. I've only been in it for like, I think like a month or something, maybe a month and a half. So, but everybody seems pretty cool in it. Like, yeah, maybe we'll have to get you a part of it. I don't know. I don't know how initiation works. All I know is I had to answer a lot of questions.
Okay.
I had to play 20 questions.
So are you is Matt a full member yet, or is he a pledge also just like you?
I don't know. I think maybe he's like a pledge. You would have to ask him.
Hey,
I think
JFS,
he is.
how are you doing tonight?
Like they call it the crows is what they call it. I think there's like a tier list, tier list to go off of. But yeah, they're a bunch of cool guys.
Isn't Rob Fat Sacks a member also?
I think so. I don't know everybody in the group yet. I'm still learning people's names and who's in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into the show. We're here for your Comic Channel Origins.
Yeah.
So, what inspired you to start a comic book YouTube channel, and what was your very first video?
So I had to go back and look what my first video was.
Okay.
I started all the way back in May 18th of like 2018, 2017, I think it was. Okay. I don't remember the exact date. So my first video was my cat I had at the time was eating my pizza. That was it. Is cat eating pizza. That was my first video. So we starting off. We have a low bar to start from right there.
Well, I think you got on a trend because I think back then, or I think YouTube got started off with like cat videos.
Maybe, yeah, probably. I mean, that video never took off. I think it was at like 25 views and still at 25 views. Like, I kind of just stumbled in, to be honest. My channel never really. Good evening. How are you? My channel never started out actually as a comic book channel.
Okay.
My channel, well, I guess in a way it was a comic book channel, but I started off as Dan, my boy Dan right there. It started off as an anime and manga channel. I'm also a big fan of anime and manga.
Okay.
Which manga is just a Japanese comic book, for anybody who doesn't know what that is. Even though the manga fan...
Does it read the other way?
It's a backwards comic book. That's all it is.
Okay.
Even though the manga community hates it when you compare American comic books to manga. They hate that.
Okay.
Right. So yeah. So I started off doing that, and I got very much into the manga side of the YouTube scene, and we would talk and stuff. I would do reviews and show off like what mangas I got and stuff. And then I hit this wall. I hit this creative wall because I would sprinkle in stuff about comic books in there. Like comic books were always my first love
Okay.
when but I had my collection because I had recently my child my daughter was born, so I recently sold off my collection to pay for stuff. Stopped collecting comics, and a couple years go by, and I would pick up a trade here or there, and I'm gonna just talk about this, and it would never took off like me talking about comics. Like the manga scene and the manga fans didn't care about American comics whatsoever,
Okay.
which is it's sad. It's sad to think about, because comics are comics. To be honest, no matter what it is, it's a awesome medium to be a part of. And so I did that, and I had like a big life event happen to me. Uh, I ended up getting divorced, and I had at the same time I was fighting for custody of my daughter at the moment. So I actually stopped doing YouTube for a good
Okay.
like year. I stopped doing YouTube for a year, and then I around the same time actually, because it's been like a year since I restarted my YouTube channel. Um, Around the same time, I got sick with COVID, and I was quarantined at my house. I had nothing to do, and
Right.
I stumbled upon the YouTube comic book community through Lunch Money Comics. Funny, look, I mean, I feel like everybody goes to Lunch Money at some point.
Okay. So are you
And
an acolyte of lunch money?
I don't even know what an acolyte of Lunch Money Comics is, bro.
That yeah, that was Sticky Goose made a video after the
Yeah,
CBC Awards,
it's
and it
okay. So speaking of Sticky Goose, after watching Lunch Money, his videos got suggested to me. So I watched Sticky Goose, and Sticky Goose went to Brian LCS, and then Brian LCS led me to 22 Comics. Yeah, the algorithm like went around, and I don't remember why I went to go look for Lunch Money Comics, but he popped up for some reason. I can't remember why. And I started collecting single issues. I started collecting things that I had, but when I was collecting previously, like I had a big run of like Justice Society of America and stuff like that. And I started collecting that. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna collect this. And then I got into single issues again. I started collecting all the new stuff and reading all the new stuff. And then I was like, you know what? Let's reactivate my YouTube channel and start getting stuff out there. And so I started putting out reviews, and because that's what I knew as a creator. That's what I knew, and that's what I feel like drew people to my channel previously, or reviews, and that's why I continue to do reviews, because I feel like that's very much evergreen content in a sense, because
right.
everybody's looking for an opinion on a comic book. But yeah, long story short, that's how my channel started.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other than your very first video, do you think that there
Uh-huh.
was a specific moment or video where your channel took off, or was it the slow grind to get to your 1,700 subscribers that you have?
Uh, so here's the thing. It kind of was a slow grind, but when the manga bubble like burst, it like went off, like took off. Like I was getting like pretty decent views, and I've had videos get up to like 20,000 views on some of my videos.
Okay.
Um, and it's funny because those videos took off. Like all the manga content I did like took off and stuff. It was specific ones that took off. Um, and when I got into comics, like it's like I started my channel over again. Like, yes, I have all these subscribers, but I didn't build that off of, reading like Ninja Turtles or something like that,
Right.
I built it off of a manga community. So it's been fun to like dive in, get to meet new people and stuff, and get into the community. But yeah, um, I feel like yeah, it's still kind of a grind. I feel like, in a sense, sometimes, because you never know what's gonna hit.
So are you still doing the manga
Um,
content
I, I
compared, or are you
do.
doing more comic content?
It's all been comic content from here on. I do manga content on my podcast. It's called Otakuology. It's on all major podcast platforms. Shameless plug. Uh, but yeah, I do it over there, and it's been fun, and it's kind of like a different outlet, Oh, thanks. Sometimes I'm a good dude, I guess, But yeah, it's been fun restarting my channel and seeing the slow grow of those new videos when it comes to like comic book content, because it's just something I'm more passionate about, to be honest. And I've gotten better at doing videos like within the last year.
So you would say I guess your niche now would be, I guess, for your channel has gone from being manga to start. Now you're
Yeah,
going over to comics,
yeah.
and I guess, would you say is it safe to say that the comic book review is your niche inside the comic book community?
I would say yes, that is my niche within the comic book community. Like, I've done like thrift, like out in the wild, hunting videos. I've gone to Ollie's a couple times. The Ollie's videos seem to do really, really well,
Yeah.
which is surprising, because I've only done like two of them, and they seem to go really well. And it's always like, oh, I don't have an Ollie's here. So I feel like people are like living vicariously through me with the Ollie's videos.
It's a really cheap mystery pack.
Yeah, really cheap. Yeah, really cheap mystery pack. And sometimes you find gold in that mystery pack.
What foil?
Yeah. Yeah. Or foil. Yeah. Yeah, I would say,
Coming in a later video soon.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I would say, yeah, that the reviews are my bread and butter. It'll always be my bread and butter, even if I put out like a different video or something like that, or like I've toyed around with like a collection video, maybe like showing off like my long boxes and stuff.
Right.
I've toyed with that, but I don't know. I don't know. Or I've toyed around with possibly like reviewing like older comic books from like a newer like mindset, in a sense. You know,
Yeah. I mean, well, let me ask you this: you have over 365 books in your collection, right?
I've got like 900, over
Okay.
900.
So
Yeah,
you got enough books to do one review per day
yeah,
for the next 3 years almost.
and that's not even counting like the stuff I get weekly.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
hey,
So it's
Kenneth.
like it's always content, and sometimes I think about like, do people get tired of it? Because most of the time I'm always pretty positive on my reviews
Right.
for the most part. There's been occasions where like I I've been kind of negative. Like when I read Youngbloods for the first time, that was like a piece of shit right there. Youngbloods was
Hey,
terrible.
Shane, how are you?
Hey, how's it
Uh,
going?
Mike, do you know Shane from 1063?
No, I don't. But I will have to go check out their channel.
Yeah, they just released a video yesterday or the day before. He's showing off 75 graded CGC books that he just got.
Oh, nice, nice,
If
nice.
you got an
Yeah,
hour and
I
30
don't.
minutes, so
Yeah, I mean, I always put videos on at work, and I listen to people talk about comic books and stuff. I'm still trying to learn everybody who makes content within YouTube, because there's a lot of people. There's a
oh,
lot of people out there.
we have barely scratched. I mean, just our little niches, or not niches, but our little corners or community. I
Yeah.
mean, you got to think people like Comic Pops. If you saw him on the
Mhm.
CBCA or CBC Awards, I mean, he has over 100,000 subscribers.
I know,
And
yeah. That's a lot.
us, we're like just barely picking up a hundredth of that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think there's a much bigger comic book community out there than what we
Yeah.
are actually a part of. So,
That is true. There's like layers, I feel like.
yeah.
We're down here and then there's like the upper echelon kind of going on.
Oh yeah. I mean, there
Yeah.
are definitely different layers because you got
Yeah.
like Lunch Money and Mint Hunter and Comic Tom, and then you
Yeah.
got Comic Pop and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I will have to say a lot of it's been positive. Like the like I've reached out to and stuff, and a lot of people have been positive and helpful, like in different ways. Like I would have never thought like I would have been nominated for the Comic Book Community Awards this year. Like that was crazy to even think about. As somebody who like is new to the community.
Yeah. I know earlier backstage, you and I we were talking about possible, like you said, like you might like to do some live streams, but you want to do something a little bit different than what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
So, what about an idea that just kind of popped into my head, or for you, I thought about it before, but do like a comic book club.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
So, like you get a
That's interesting.
couple of your buddies or the people that you know, and y'all pick a book per week.
And
Actually,
talk about it.
talk about it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that is pretty interesting. That's a little fun idea probably I have to mess around with.
I haven't seen anybody do that yet
Yeah.
per se, where it's just strict. I mean, I've seen them talk about books in a hangout, but it's been that it
Hmm.
just goes off on different.
It's like here's my book. Here's my book over here.
Yeah,
Here's my book.
but if you
Yeah.
pick one book and you actually talk about the art, the plot,
Yeah.
everything about it, and give
And
honest
that's
reviews.
yeah, no, that's one thing that I like honestly when I watch like a show or like a live stream, I like it to be structured. And I like it to have like a purpose. Like I don't want to knock anybody who does it, but I don't like watching hangouts. I find them to be really boring to watch. Uh,
No,
I want it to I want to learn something. Like I want to know something. Like inform
JSS
me.
is giving you your time slot if you want to do this.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Sunday mornings before Bleaker.
Okay. I'll have to check out Bleaker. I don't think I've checked out their channel yet.
I think actually Shane or 1063 was on their show this morning in person because he some of his graded books that he got back were part of Bleaker's, and he actually I guess lives close to him, so he went to
Oh,
his studio and presented him with the books.
nice. Nice. That's cool.
Uh, so so I mean your niche has evolved over the 7 or so years
Yeah.
you've been on YouTube, from
Yeah.
cat videos to comic books now.
Yeah. 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 That's true. Yeah.
Um, so, what would you say is the best comic book content that's performed on your channel?
Like just like American comic books.
I mean, that's all I know, but you can
Okay.
elaborate. I mean, tell me what you think is.
For some strange reason, I don't know why, people really liked it when I talked about like adult like comics. For a while, that was like a weird rabbit hole I went down on my channel, and it got a lot of clicks and a lot of views, which was odd to
Okay.
see. Yeah. But which that's a regret that I have. When we get to it, I'll talk about that.
Okay.
But yeah, but other than that, like all these stuff always hits. And then like I've had a couple of things where like I had one video I did where a Superman comic I reviewed recently, got over like 700 views out of nowhere. Like I think that's like the most like a review has ever gotten on my channel. Comes stuff for like mainstream comic books and stuff.
What did that? Did you get those 700 views? Was that kind of like this summer?
No, it was like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
It was
mean,
like
it's kind of over the time from the summer of Superman.
Yeah, it was 2 or 3 weeks ago where that had happened,
Okay.
actually. Yeah, it was fairly recent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I talked I don't know if it's because it was like a DC KO tie-in for like because I know people are really enjoying that, or what happened. Maybe I just used the correct hashtag. I don't know. It just popped off overnight, and I was like, "God dang! Like, how did this happen?"
Oh yeah, I mean it is funny, or YouTube is definitely funny. You think, oh, this is an awesome video, it's going to do great, and then
Oh
it
yeah,
crickets, and then you're like,
yeah,
this video sucks, and it does gangbusters.
yeah, yeah. No, it's really weird.
Yeah,
It's really weird how YouTube is.
apparently YouTube knows what you like more than what you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
Supposedly, that's what they say about the algorithm. So I don't know.
Yeah,
So speaking of algorithms, how do you balance what you love talking about with what the algorithm wants?
I don't. I don't know what the algorithm wants. I wish I had that magic where I knew what it wanted. You know, I guess like I don't know. Like on my algorithm, it pops up like, oh, I read like today. It was like, oh, I read every Predator comic from like whenever to 2025. And then like I see like a bunch of I read blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had that knowing like what the algorithm was. I wish we had that secret formula, to be honest,
Yeah,
because
that'd be nice.
that would be cool. That would be cool to like know what it wanted, or like I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I mean, it is about the algorithm trying to learn what your channel is about.
Yeah,
And then once it fully knows what your channel is about, then it can kind of go and find the right viewer for your channel. It
yeah,
can start feeding those videos to them. And I'm sure that your channel might confuse the algorithm to begin with when it had all the manga over here and now it's comic books over here. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's probably it. I probably confused the algorithm, to be honest.
um and 1063 saying you need to check out Chonko
Oh,
comic.
I know Chaco. I checked out his stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all gonna do the Chonko Otaku
Yeah, no,
meetup.
I remember. I forget who suggested him to me, but somebody suggested Chonko to me, um, and I went and checked him out. I actually subbed him up. I thought he was really good. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out more and more people to watch and stuff like that when I have the time.
yeah.
So,
I mean, that's all. That's always like time. You know, giant backlog of videos to watch. Because
oh yeah. So the answer to that question was you just make what you want to make,
I
and
just do it.
yeah,
Yeah, I
the
feel like
algorithm be damned.
I feel like it would be more stressful to try to keep track of what the algorithm wants, or I guess what other people are doing as well, maybe. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just like to talk about what I want to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, on the algorithm side of it, I don't. I need to probably stop looking at YouTube Studio as much as I do, because I mean that can just. I mean, I don't.
Oh,
I mean, look at the analytics every now and then, but don't need to be looking at it all the time. But probably need to spend more time watching other content creators that are having success to see what they might do in the presentation that I'm not doing and see
yeah,
how I can possibly incorporate some of that into it.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I know I need to work on my own storytelling abilities when I do my videos.
I think you do just fine. You
Oh,
know.
thank you. But usually, I mean, the stuff that's doing pretty well for me so far are these interview shows where I'm just asking a question and let you make all the content.
I'll make your content for you. It's okay.
Yeah. Um, so have there, I think you said something about mistakes earlier on.
Yeah.
So, what mistakes did you make early on that you wish that somebody had warned you about?
a lot, like not putting hashtags, going and changing video titles and stuff. But one, it's the biggest regret I have because I did it for the clicks and the views. And so like I said, like I was talking about like adult comics at one point on my channel. And I never showed anything, so nobody ever saw any, inappropriate stuff, But it got all the clicks and the views, and it got my channel to where it was at the point. So the regret is one, doing those videos because it had affected my real life. And when I say affected my real life, so this is a story I don't really tell everybody.
Okay.
But so one day I'm at work and I get a call from my wife at the time. She's like, "You got to come home. Child Protective Services is like, call it, like, wants to talk to you." And I'm like, "Okay, about what?" And they're like, they get there and like, "Are you so and so?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "Are you Otaku Mike?" And I'm like, "What?" "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." And like, "Did you do blah 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 video?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did." It was like a joke or whatever when I did it. And so somebody reported me because I was talking about this content and said that because I talked about this content, I was obviously showing it to my child for some reason, which was a false claim
Right.
on that. It was a false claim because who would be stupid enough to do that? And so like I had like to be investigated and stuff and interviewed, and they had to come in and like look at, like, go through my collection and stuff. Like it was insane. It was insane.
Wow.
which affected me mentally. And like I was like, I don't know if I want to. That's why I stopped doing YouTube. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't think it's worth it. People are coming after me who think this one thing. And I was like, do people think this way of me? Do people think of me as like some like skis bag or something, like some kind of low life? And I'm like, that's not me. That's not what I portray myself as. You know, I take pride in being a parent, and protecting my child and stuff, and keeping them from the actual bad people out there.
Right.
I come to find out. So I had a blended family at the time. Like my wife at the time had a son and I had my daughter. I come to find out that the person who, this is crazy, the person who I guess blew the whistle on the whole thing was my wife's ex-husband's father. He basically was like, "Oh, he's obviously like is talking about this. He's obviously showing this to like the children, and the children have like easy access to it," which was far from the case. And then I ended
Right.
up getting rid of all of the stuff. I was like, I'm done. It's done. I'm getting rid of this stuff. Like it's causing too much trouble, which ended up causing like a big reason of why I got divorced, because of all that like rigmarole and just drama and stuff. It was a bad thing, which that's one thing I say. Don't let YouTube affect your real life because it gets
Right.
really messy. And you're probably like, wow, I can't believe this happened.
That's, yep. Didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
Anything else, or is that
Oh,
just
no, that's my one regret. My one regret, I guess you can say, is that, and I guess maybe not being really good at editing, you know,
okay?
not being really good at editing. I didn't really work on my craft when I first started. Like I would just throw videos out. I did the thing where oh, I held the camera up and like I would show like what I had. You never saw me. You know, I regret not like evolving sooner as a creator. I would say would be the biggest thing, because I feel like I was stuck in a box and doing the content I would do and stuff. Like it was very pigeonholing, I guess you could say, in a sense. Um, yeah, and letting people like get to me when in the fact like they would be like, "Oh, don't cover this over here because it's better and it's more popular and we like it." Like I would let that influence into my head and my mindset at the time. And like, I would be like, yeah, I guess I should cover this because it is getting more clicks and views and stuff like that, and it just, it was very much showing a side of me that it wasn't me, to be honest. Like, I
Right.
want I want to create what I want to create. You shouldn't listen to other people, you know, that's plain and simple, but yeah,
Okay.
I hope that
Um,
answers your question.
yeah, no, I mean, basic rule would be do what you
Be,
want, make what you
yeah,
want to make, and
be careful what you post on the internet because people are going to find it.
yeah, just be you. That is what people relate to.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like that's like, honestly, when people come to my channel, it's just me. You're not getting like a filtered, like, masked version of me. You're getting all of me. I'm just a goofball, who loves comic books.
On the reviews, do you use like the overhead camera? I mean, I've seen a few of your review channels,
Um,
your review episodes.
so I don't have it next to me because it's across the room right now, but I have a tripod because, like, what you don't see is, like, I'm sitting at a table right now, and I have the tripod like kind of up and it's over, so it shows the books
Right.
itself. Like, I have two tripods. One's like that sits on my table, and then one that like is like a little bit bigger. That's broken at the moment. I got to get a new tripod, to be honest.
Okay.
And I cheaped out and got the stupid selfie stick tripod, which I don't recommend.
I've been using one of these.
Yeah, that would work really well if I had something like that. But like, I'm in a room that just has a round table in it. So
Oh, I mean, this just
yeah,
mounts onto the edge of the table.
yeah. Maybe I'll have to look into that. That looks
I
kind of
think
cool.
like $39 off of Amazon.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
So, and then you could have it above you in the camera, so it's not even there, and you could be flipping through the books or something.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, because normally I have like the tripod sitting in front of me, and like my arms are like out here, and like I'm flipping through the book and stuff and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, have you watched Dave or still only 35 cents? Any of his videos?
I believe I have. Yes.
He does. I know he has an overhead camera. He does a really good job
Oh,
with
cool.
like presenting the books and going through them, and then
Yeah.
having a small camera on himself.
Yeah, that's one thing, like, I've possibly thought about, but I possibly thought about that, something like that, because I wasn't for sure if like people wanted to see me talk about it, or like my face and stuff and like my reactions on it, or if they just wanted to see the comic and me talk about it and go through the comic. Like, I don't really know what like my viewers actually want.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Because
one of those
everyone,
things. Play around with it. See, I
yeah,
mean, the views will tell you.
yeah, true. The views will tell me, yeah.
Yeah,
But it's weird sometimes because like I'll do like an indie book and like nobody will watch it, but then I'll do like Marvel and DC and like I'll get views on that. But I feel like it honestly depends sometimes on like the titles too, like the
right.
titles that I pick up and cover. Cause like a lot of the absolute books do gangbusters. Whenever I do like Ultimate Wolverine, it does like decent. But yeah, yeah. But it's something I have to play around with, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so what is your process for planning and producing a video from idea to upload?
Okay. Okay.
And
So
it looks like Dan
my
has
process
a
is I read a book. Yeah, no more Wolverine. Dan,
uh,
I basically,
Dan, you
I
got to
basically
go.
read a.
Wolverine's my favorite
Yeah,
character.
Dan. Sorry, and he's Canadian too. Dan's from Canada. So basically, I read a book and I'll think about like whatever book I'm getting that week or something. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to talk about this book this week or this book. It's whatever what I really about. I'll read it. I'll stand myself behind the wall, or in front of the wall, I guess, and I'll just talk about it. I'll give you like the overview of like what happened in that issue. I'll go through the artwork, kind of talk about the artwork, whether or not I like it, what aspect I like about it, and then I give you my final thoughts at the end. whether I love it or I hate it. Most of the time, I like it, to be honest. So I feel like my videos are kind of maybe a little boring because I don't like. I'm like, oh, this is a shit book. Don't get it.
Right. Well, I mean, if you're like most of us, you probably flip through the book a little bit before you buy it.
I don't.
Oh, you don't? You
I don't
just
do. No, I don't do it because all my books are boarded and bagged when I get to the shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so I have no idea unless I see like an art preview or something like on Instagram or whatever. But yeah, I go in blind a lot of the times when I do my books and stuff. Yeah, it's a
okay.
very simple process. What you don't see are all the bloopers that I have where like I'm messing up or like I get tongue tied or something like that.
Yeah.
Or I missay something, or I forget what I'm talking about at the time. Like I think like today, so I was doing like the Godzilla Turtles crossover today. I was filming that, and like I couldn't remember like Hamato Yoshi's name for the life of me. I couldn't remember what his name was. I couldn't remember what Shredder's name was. Like I had to film stuff like several times. Like that's what you don't see is me filming like several clips and like piecing it together to get like the best clip for each video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I know one thing that helped me with doing those daily live streams I was doing was I got a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable with doing the whole one and done, not a lot of
Yeah.
mass editing and anything like that. Just be like, all right, here it is. Let's go with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine are a lot of times my videos are one and done, but I break them up because like I feel like it's easier to like clip them together and stuff and like do like little transitions and stuff within my videos. I've tried doing like the longer format stuff before. It's just like I it's hard to remember stuff sometimes when I'm talking about stuff and like it's easier for me to be like, okay, let's talk about this aspect of the book or this in this aspect, kind of go in like a certain order and in a
Okay.
sense. Yeah.
So, so I guess you don't usually have a script or anything like that.
No, no, I never have a script at all. It's off the top of my head all the time.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So no bullet points either.
No bullet points. You're just getting what comes in my brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Trying to do, I know trying to do a script and staying on the script is hard because
Yeah.
like they say it sucks when you sound like you're reading and it's kind of hard not to sound like you're reading.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've tried that. I've tried that before on videos. And I just didn't like the way it sounded. It didn't sound natural to me. Maybe it's because I'm just terrible at reading and I read slow. I don't know. But like it wasn't for me. I give props to anybody who can do that because it's a skill.
I know there are tools that'll help. I mean, teleprompters and things like
Yeah.
that, but I know it takes a lot of
Uh,
practice to
yeah.
make it seem natural.
Yeah, I feel like I would be like looking off to the side because I already kind of do that because I have ADD. So I'm looking off to the side of my videos and like looking up. So
So you don't just have multiple monitors, like a wall of
no,
monitors that you're
this is a very shoestring budget type of operation I got going on here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had my like for mine, I had the Word document right under the camera, so I was trying to
Yeah.
keep my eye line right there and just slowly scrolling over here to make sure I stayed in the right frame of
Yeah.
mind and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
so okay, a little bit more about the planning process.
Mhm.
Do you come up with do you do the content first and then come up with titles and
Mm,
descriptions, or do you have your title and then you figure out what you're going to say and all that?
a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. It just depends on how I'm feeling at the moment. Sometimes like I'll be at work and I'll be like, I'll have a list of like things I want to review for this week. And I'll be like designing thumbnails, and coming up with creative, well, I say me, but not me, coming up with creative ideas for like catchy like
Your
titles and stuff like that.
work for your
My
assistant to do.
my assistant does it. Now I will say, if you go back and you look at like some of my comic videos from the start of from last year, or I guess start of this year, I did actually. I got really creative, and I would like cut and paste like different things and pictures from like from the books that I would read. But I
Right.
got lazy. I got really lazy designing thumbnails, and I would just take the cover or find like one of the covers, and like I'll like make it to where it fits like that thumbnail screen, and then I'll put like a little like catchy thing for it. It's like I got really lazy. Which I don't know if that's helped or hurt my YouTube career at this moment. So we'll never know.
Yeah, well, I mean, the title and thumbnail is the packaging for your video.
Yeah.
So
Chocolate Batman. So I was on Dan's podcast this Friday. And he does a podcast called Gotham City Lights Podcast on channel.
okay.
And he showed off this Batman, and it was like a bronze Batman figure from McFarlane Toys, and that's where he's talking about Chocolate Batman, because we
Okay.
thought the Batman was dipped in chocolate, or it was a chocolate Batman. Basically, it looked like a chocolate bar that was Batman, but it wasn't. It was like a action figure. That's where he's getting Chocolate Batman from, because we were making fun of it on his channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that a title of one of the videos?
That's the title of one of his videos, is like Chocolate Batman.
Dan, how is that video done? Just curious.
I think he said it was doing pretty well. It was doing pretty decent. Like I think it was at least at 100 views at the moment. Maybe I think it was.
I'm sure it gets attention. It might be categorized as clickbait.
Maybe, yeah. Which I don't. I hate to say it. I hate clickbaiting my video. I don't like clickbaiting. I think it's kind of. I don't know.
Well,
That's just not me.
I mean, technically, I mean, there's two ways to look at clickbait. I mean, clickbait, one, as long as you are doing what your title, as long as you're providing what your title says you're going to provide,
Yeah.
it's not bad. But if you're saying
Yeah.
you're going to get one thing
And you're
and
not. See, that's what gets me. Is the videos that do the other one where they don't tell you what you want to know and stuff like that. Like those
right,
are the ones that I hate. And like I don't know, I'm probably bad at clickbaiting or whatever. That's why nobody clicks on my videos, yeah, it just I want to be like, this is what you're gonna get. Like there's no smoke and mirrors. It's like it's all in like the thumbnail. Like this is what you're gonna get,
right.
It's not like,
I mean,
oh, I did blah blah blah, and then I don't know.
like the people that said, I quit.
Yeah, I
And
quit YouTube.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like, I quit YouTube for the day and I'll start back tomorrow.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
all right. Um, so you come up with you come up with your thumbnail before you do the video. Is that what you were saying? Or you kind of have an idea of your thumbnails?
I will. It's either one. Like I'll come up with the thumbnail, or I'll record the video first. Like it's a little bit of mixture of both. Like sometimes I'll go find images that I would like to use and stuff. But when it comes to titles, I'm coming up with the titles like right as I'm like editing my videos.
Okay.
Because that's the hardest part to do, to be honest, is coming up with creative titles, and ones that actually catch like the algorithm and stuff. That's
Right.
where my assistant comes in. ChatGPT helps me with my titles.
Okay. Now,
Yeah,
okay, since we've broken the ice and we've brought the
we
assistants
broke
into
the
play.
ice. I look. I don't do all my videos by myself. It helps me sometimes too.
No, I'll admit it. I use the hell out of it. I mean, that's just the way
The
it is.
dirty secrets out.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been too shy about it in on the past videos, so
Yeah.
uh, like I take the
What's
transcript from my
the thing is, like,
videos
I
and
never.
I'll paste it in.
Uh-huh.
I'll paste it into
Okay.
chat to,
See,
and
I
then
don't.
ask it based upon what I talked
Mhm,
about, what would be the best title for this
mhm.
video.
So I don't do that. So
Uh,
what I do is, like, I'll be like, create me, like, I'll be like, Ninja Turtles issue blah 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 review, comic review. Create me a title. Create me like 10 titles, and I'll be like, it'll do that. And I'll pick
right.
and choose and kind of mix and match what I want. And then I take what I do. See, I don't take my transcripts. What I do is I'll take the title and I'll take like the description. Well, I'll get it off like the internet from like a website or something. Usually from like League of Comic Geeks is where I get it for like the synopsis that I get. And there I'll be like, hey, create a description for this video, and it does it. Like it
Okay.
fills everything in for me. I don't know if that's the proper way to do it, but that's how I do it.
You talking about for your title or for your description?
For the description. Yeah.
I mean, but I mean that is the way to do it. I would just say that the description, in my opinion, should represent more of what your video was about, and if your opinion is different than what the synopsis, or I mean, if
True.
you don't like the
Maybe.
book,
Yeah.
then you're, huh?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I should like mess around with like using a transcript or whatever, you know?
do you have any easy ways for you to get a transcript yourself of your video,
Um,
or
maybe isn't there a
what
way that
editing
like
software do you use?
so my editing software I use is UClip is what I use.
Okay,
It's
I
like an
haven't.
app you can use on your phone. Yeah, it's called
Okay,
UClip. Yeah, all my stuff I use is just through my phone, just simple.
okay,
Like, yeah, I don't use like a webcam or anything like that. It's all through my phone. Like I use UClip. I guess I can mess around. I think there's like an AI option on the the app itself, but I think it might be like through a paywall.
okay,
So I'll have to look into that. Like, it offers like music you can use that's like fair use and stuff, and it has like a lot of little like bells and whistles. Like, I don't really like get into. I just mainly use it for like editing, like my videos and stuff.
okay. Um,
Yeah.
I think I've used CapCut.
Oh yeah,
I
I
don't
know
know.
what CapCut is. Yeah.
I think because I think it has a desktop version and a mobile version that can connect to each other
Okay.
uh, once you're logged in. So you could. I know that the desktop. I haven't figured it out on the mobile version, but I know the desktop will provide you with the transcript.
Okay. Yeah. I know. Like whenever I do my podcast, like they have like a transcript thing for when we do like record our podcast and stuff.
Right.
We use like Zencaster for that, and there's like a transcript option
Okay.
for that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
wish I wish I wish YouTube had that too. Whenever you like film videos of you, like, here's your transcript. You know?
well, it will do that after it's processed and been there
Yeah,
for a little bit. But
that's true.
I mean, so technically you could upload it, put
I
it
guess leave it there.
into private or something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
and let it finish processing and all that, and then see if it's created the transcript, and you could paste that into the link to it and paste
yeah,
that into one of the AIs and have it do that.
yeah.
Because I know
I
that
will have to
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Sorry. No, no, you go ahead.
I know that that's a way that I've gotten timestamps from
Yeah.
Google Gemini, is
Okay.
because Google Gemini is, I mean, Google, YouTube, it's all connected.
Yeah.
So you can just take your video, paste it into Gemini, and say, "Give me the timestamps for this video."
I know. I used Gemini the other day to ask me about myself.
Okay.
Yeah. It was weird. that it knew so much about my like YouTube channel.
Yeah. Well, I did the same thing about you an hour ago.
Okay, okay. Yeah. But like I feel like the chat or Gemini is a very useful tool to have, to be honest, because I didn't use that when I started. Like I did everything manually. I would put in like the descriptions and stuff and like
Right.
that the hashtags. And it honestly it helps and it saves a lot of time.
Yeah.
It saves a lot of time. Now what I don't do is I don't do like AI images. Like that's one thing I can't get behind when it comes to AI. I don't. No offense to you and what you do with your, with yours, it's fine. But like, I can't get behind it as somebody who like is like an actual trained like artist. Like I went to school for art and stuff.
Right.
That's why I can't get behind it. But I do see it that it's a very easy tool to use. But I
Oh
also
yeah.
see why people hate it.
Oh no. I mean, I
Yeah,
completely understand. You have that ability.
yeah,
I don't have that ability. I can have
yeah.
the ideas,
But
or
it's helpful. I feel like it's helpful for people who don't have that ability
right.
to do that. Yeah, it's like a double-edged sword almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, my brother is an artist too, and we've had this conversation. And
yeah. It's whenever you get around an artist or something like it's like like a snake eating its tail. The conversation just keeps going around in circles.
yeah, I think we had the conversation about is the art the production side of it, or is
Yeah,
it the idea of it? I mean, that was a conversation that
yeah,
we could have talked long hours about, because it's like,
yeah.
I mean, all sorts of people can have great ideas. They just might not have the talent to get
Execute
it
it.
down on
Yeah,
paper. So,
yeah, yeah. That's for sure. That's for sure.
so on your community, how do
Mhm.
you go about engaging with your community? Is it, um, but yeah, how do you engage with your community?
Uh, I would like to say I have a community, but I don't know if I have a community. Most of my interactions, I guess, with my community is through my comment section. Like my comment
Okay.
section is my community. Like the people who show up every single week to check out my videos, or even if it's videos I've done like years ago, I answer every comment that comes through my YouTube channel. I have uh dabbled in like talking to other creators through like Instagram and stuff.
Right.
I would that be considered a community too, like community of creators?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've done that then. Yeah, I'm not really on Instagram a lot, but yeah, Instagram I guess helps. I oh yeah, Dan's my community. So yeah, and like occasionally like I'll use like the community tab. Like I posted this on here on my community tab, the live stream to help you out and stuff. And when like Mon Comics had his terrible house fire, I
Right.
used my community tab to share and like donate to that, and try to get the word out to my community to help in that terrible situation. That's ways I've used my community, and I guess in a sense, I don't know if it helps, but
Yeah.
I did it. I did it because that's what I do. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah. And I know on my daily show for about 2 to 3 weeks, I was promoting the GoFundMe to
Yeah, and
support
it's good to
Brandon.
say he. It's good to see that he's bouncing back.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
actually
That's
supposed to be a guest on this show the week
I
that the
know.
fire happened.
I I know. I think like when you announced it, I had saw that what happened like minutes later on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like it was insane to see something happen so fast.
Um, so you use Instagram a little bit to help engage,
Yeah.
and then you join clubs and group chats and stuff
Yeah,
like
I
that.
joined groups, group chat. I'm not really like a part of like that's the only group chat I'm really a part of. But I have hit up like creators here in chat and talk occasionally. Nothing too exciting, I guess. I kind of keep to myself a lot of times.
Okay.
Yeah, and I kind of, I'll dip in it here and there and out of different like people's chats and stuff. I like to cherry pick to who I talk to. I guess I don't know.
Um, I know that Instagram has been a great way for me to engage because I mean it's a lot easy to go find somebody and send them a message. Say, hey,
Yeah,
how you doing?
yeah,
You wanna come on my show?
yeah, no, most definitely. Like that's probably the easiest way. I haven't done that yet. Like there's a list of people that I would love to have on my podcast and stuff, but I just haven't done it or had the time to schedule into the podcast and stuff. Um, but Instagram's always a good way to interact with people and interact with the community as well in a sense.
I think it would be a good show or a community building show for you to do the live stream, do the comic book review or book club.
Yeah, yeah.
Do
I'll
it.
have to have a revolving cast of people.
Yeah, I mean you could set up a yeah, I mean you could do a revolving cast, but you could set up a schedule of not necessarily guests, but you could do a schedule of books. Say
Yeah, yeah,
this week we're going to cover this book or one or two books. If you like these books or you've read these books, then here's the link. Come on and be a part of the
yeah.
show.
Let's do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have to mess around with that and see how it goes. Maybe we'll do like a trial run or something.
All right. Hey, Vogs, how are you doing?
What's up?
Dan, so he'll be there as long as there's no Wolverine
Here's
books.
here's the thing. I didn't tell you, Dan. It's all Wolverine books. That's all we're talking about is Wolverine.
He might make a converter out of you yet.
I know.
So, okay, we've talked a little bit about tools and gear. Is there any
Mhm.
other tools or gear or apps that have made a difference or made a growth in your channel?
Not really, because I kind of just stick to the same stuff. To be honest, like I have a thumbnail maker. I have the app to edit videos. I use chat. Nothing like really too fancy or anything like that. Just I would love to learn more ways to get videos out there and maybe streamline it a little better in a sense. But yeah,
What do you mean
I
getting
don't I
them
don't
out?
use a lot
Like
of
cutting
stuff.
down on
Like maybe like cutting down on like the time it takes to like produce it.
your process?
Yeah, the process. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, I think a lot of that just depends on how much editing you want to put into the video or not.
yeah, yeah. And I know like the bare minimum of editing.
So,
Like I'm slowly starting to learn and get better at it and stuff like that.
yeah, I mean, editing, like I have a video still that I recorded probably a month ago that I
Yeah,
haven't put on yet because I haven't finished the editing of it. But it's not because the editing's really hard. I just haven't had the time to sit down and
yeah,
finish it.
yeah, yeah. No, it's definitely yeah. That's one thing that is time. We're all adults. We all have jobs. You
Yeah.
know,
So, and what else? And you just use your phone. That's the main
yeah,
camera that you use.
yeah.
All right. And you use the apps on your phone. Uh, then you just use your assistants and stuff.
My assistant chat.
All right.
Maybe I'll switch over to Gemini. It might be better.
They are kind of interconnected. So,
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't know that.
well, yeah. I mean, YouTube is owned by Google. Google owns
Oh,
Gemini. I know
news
one
to
thing
me.
I started doing here recently is like working with the assistant to help me with my intro or my hook for the video, tell it what I want it to be about, and have it help me give engaging and exciting intro better than just me going, "Hi, here's my books I'm going to talk about today."
Yeah, here's all my books. Let's look at the books.
Yeah. So, is there any advice that you would give to someone that is thinking about starting a comic book YouTube channel today?
Should I just say what everybody else says and say don't do it?
Well, you can say that first, but then just say,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So my advice I would give you is be respectful to others in the comic book community. Don't be a fucking dick. You don't want to be that guy. And just have fun. I would say, learn from others. Don't try to take what others do and make and copy it. Like make it your own. Like make your own content, your own thing. Like find yourself as a creator, I would say. Don't compare yourself to others. Just because somebody has like a shit ton of subscribers does not mean they're better than you. Like there's no like hierarchy to doing YouTube. What
right,
um like I remember when I was a part of the Mangatube community, like the biggest, you had to hit 1,000 subscribers. You had to have your videos like really well edited. You had to have the gear. You had to have like the lights off to the side to where you can like like the most professional stuff. And not everybody can obtain that or get that. And there's a lot of time and money that can be put into like doing YouTube, but not see the growth or the instant gratification. Like
right,
that's one thing I feel like you have to have realistic expectations when it comes to YouTube, and you have to be like, okay, what do I want YouTube to be for me? Do I want it to just be a hobby, or do I want to make this my, like, if you want to make it your life and make it like your way of income, I feel that's like a little like it can be a pipe dream, I feel like, to be honest, because only like certain people make it on YouTube. Like you could be hot 1 minute, and the next minute you could be like yesterday's news, to use a phrase like that.
right.
Um, don't get into YouTube beef. YouTube beef is pointless with other creators. Do not do that. I did that in the past, and it was the worst thing I could do. One, for your city, but like it just is such a headache, and it's not worth it. Like we're talking about comics here, man. Like you don't need to report on everything that everybody does, and you don't need to like make a big deal about it. And doesn't nothing needs to be like this huge controversy in a sense. Like we're all normal people. We might have disagreements,
Right.
but like we're all normal people. We can have disagreements about what we like and dislike about comics, but don't go after anybody. Don't start attacking anybody online. It's not worth it, you know? Um, yeah, I just have fun. Everyone support everyone. Yeah. I don't know if you can actually say everybody support everybody because, you know, you can only do so much as a person. You can only watch so many videos and stuff like that. But, it's good to talk. It's good to, have that creative outlet and have other people to talk to, because that's why I originally started my channel, was to actually talk to people. Like I
Right.
don't have that. I don't, unless I go to the comic shop or if I talk to my girlfriend, like like the and my girlfriend only sometimes reads comics. I'm talking to the comic shop person about comics. I
Yeah.
don't have like that like my friend group is more into like the anime manga stuff. Like they don't talk about the stuff that I like over here. So like it's a creative outlet, so I can get to talk to people about comics and stuff that I love, and I'm passionate about. But yeah, big takeaway: don't be a fucking dick. Don't.
Yeah. I would, another piece of advice, and I just witnessed this happen a week or so ago. It was like, be careful on whose channel you comment on.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a channel that is geared towards drama,
Yeah.
don't expect to be drama free if you comment.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah.
That's I mean, because
There's
they
one
can your comment can
be
give them
used
more
in
content.
content. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's one particular person, I won't name their name, but they need to like ship up or ship out. Like they do not need to be here. And I hate to say that because it's comic book community is for everybody. But if you're gonna be like a, a very toxic person, you don't need to be a part of this. Like toxicity just breeds evil, in my opinion. You know?
right. And if you're if who's all the people that are watching this or watching it, I'm sure you can figure out who and what we're talking about. But
No,
we'll,
I ran across their channel and yeah, it's stupid.
we'll just let you figure that out for yourselves.
Yeah. But yeah, my biggest takeaway from doing this for such a long time, just have fun. Just have
Yeah,
fun. Do things at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to others and just grow as a person and grow as a creator. Like that's all you can really do, you know.
yeah. Just try to be better than
Don't
you
take
were the day before.
yeah, just try to be better than you are. That's great advice. Be better than you were before and just do it for the love of doing this, because we're not always going to be around, and you can have this to like, future generations possibly from your family to check out, like, what did you create and stuff like that. You never know, like who you're going to influence. I would say,
Right,
and who's gonna be the next Lunch Money Comics and influence somebody.
right. Or who's going to be the next otaku?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. But yeah, just have fun. Just have fun. Like that's all you can do. There's no real like, yeah, I don't know. It just is. It is what it is. I feel like people put too much stake into what YouTube is, and sometimes take YouTube a little too seriously.
right.
And and we're just here to entertain. That's all we're here to do.
Yeah. I mean, that's why comic books falls under the entertainment category on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, and
Because we're not salt or doing rocket science or
yeah, we're talking about picture books, okay?
yeah, expensive paper.
Expensive paper. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mike, do you have anything coming up that you want to promote? What's your next
Yeah.
review that you're doing or
So my next review is, if I can reach it, is I'm talking about Planet Death issue number 2 right here is my next review, and expect reviews from me each and every week until I decide to change things up, and maybe one day I'll do a live show. You know, but yeah, that's what you're gonna get from me. Yeah, and just stay humble.
yeah. I do encourage you to think about doing the
Yeah,
live shows. I
no,
mean,
I will. It is in my mind, and I will think it, and I will think it through when I actually do it. And I'll give you credit where credit is due. If I ever do it, it'll be like inspired by I have comic issues.
okay.
It'll be right there.
Yeah, no need, but yeah.
No, it'll be look, you gotta give credit where credit is due, I guess. You can't be
Well,
like
thank you.
Bill Finger and not get any credit. Or, or
I think
Jack Kirby, yes.
Dan might be interested in a live.
Yeah. Dan, you got enough things going on at the moment with your podcast and stuff.
Well, I mean, you could always do your podcast live on YouTube.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we do it live on the YouTube channel. It's just we'll do like a live stream here and there every once in a while, but most of the time it's just the two of us recording by ourselves. Um, and it's just easier to like edit the audio and stuff like that, and um, yeah, and just having it sound crisp and you know
Okay.
not sound like shit.
All right. And so that's your book you're doing this week is
Yeah,
Planet Death.
yeah, Planet
Yeah.
Death, which I'm surprised I honestly picked it up because the last issue was kind of like not good.
So the first issue wasn't any good.
It was okay. It was
Because you're on
fine.
issue 2 now, and you're saying the
Actually,
last.
actually, I would classify this as issue 3 because there was a 0 issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's just something that keeps popping back in my pull list, and I'm like, I go back and forth every time. Do I want to get this or do I not want to get it?
And that's comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. And any idea what you're going to do next week?
I think next week is a Turtles book. I think.
Okay.
I think it might be Shredder.
Okay.
I think it might be. I have stuff. I have stuff uh ready to go for like until like May of next year. So like I bulk record all my videos. I could release all of it at once, I guess, but then I wouldn't have any content to release each week, you know.
Well, like I said, you had 900 books,
Yeah,
so
900 books, yeah.
you could just do set it up for every day. You do a release a video.
That would be insane.
Well, you do the batch scheduling too.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, what I got coming up is I hope to get a pre-recorded video out this week, maybe by Wednesday, and I'm going to try to do maybe a YouTube tip video or something
Nice.
later on the week. See what I can pull together for
Yeah.
that. And my guest for next week is E-Man. He will
Oh,
be
nice.
my
Cool,
guest on the
cool.
show. So I'll have E-Man on there. Guess I don't
That'll
need
be
that.
that'll be a good watch right there.
So you might talk about Transformers or something like that.
You can't go wrong with Transformers.
E-Man, World of Geeks will be my guest for next week. And then I think after that, I have Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics coming on.
Nice.
So that's where I'm at on my schedule so far. And then I'm actually going to, in the future, I'm going to try to maybe do the Comic Channel Origins every other week. And
Okay.
then the opposite weeks, I'm going to do in the same time, do a different subject, and it's going to be comics to cash.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And where I want to talk to comic book resellers
Oh, cool.
and talk to them about their process or what they do on supporting their hobby.
Yeah.
I mean, not
There's a
not
lot of those out there.
hobby. What?
Yeah, there's a lot of those out there.
Yeah.
A lot of resellers out there you can talk to.
But yeah, I mean, because I got a couple of videos that I put out there like over almost 2 years ago. They're still getting views to this day. Like have gotten like 12 views in the last 2 days. So it's like
Yeah.
people want to see that stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm going to try to have a couple of those videos come out. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for watching. Yep. And so thank you, Mike, for being here.
Thanks for having me. Like I was shocked that I even got like an invite, you know? I was like, no, never. I'm never gonna get on the show because I'm like I'm a nobody. I feel like I'm a nobody in a sense in the comic community, but like nobody. I guess nobody knows me, but it was cool to get an invite. Like I really like it. It was a fun time.
No, people know you. You're in the Black Order Comic Club.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm in the Black Order Comic Club. Yeah.
I mean, people know you. You got so. I mean, and there's going to be more people that will know us after this. So, because I'll send you that collaboration link, and maybe we'll help each other out.
I'll accept it right away. Yeah, you always got to help each other out, you know.
Yeah, we got to wait until after the video processes on the YouTube side. So
yeah.
Yep, I'll get that sent out to you. So thank you everybody for watching. That's it for the Comic Channel Origin Show. My name's Bryant. I hope all your issues are comics, and thank you, Mike. So we'll see y'all later.
So much.
So who is Mike? I don't know. Dan said, "Who is Mike?"
Otaku Mike.
Okay. Sorry, did I mess up or something?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. All right. We'll see y'all later. Thank you, everybody.